So I put these transparency films in my Bible to mark the sections, and then I'll put the sections right here. This is how I learned it. 5, 12, 5, 5, 12, and that is 5 is the law or the Torah, 12 is Hebrew history, 5 is wisdom and poetry, 5 major prophets, and 12 minor prophets. So I split my New Testament up like that. Then I just made tags so I can easily flip to that without having tags all over the place, because that it just doesn't work for me. And the New Testament is 4:1:21:1, and that is 4 Gospels. Sorry, I got ink on my fingernails. 4 Gospels, 1 church history, which is Acts, 21 letters and epistles, and 1 prophecy, of course, which is Revelation. Now, when I got to, let's see, letters and epistles, I also split mine into Paul's letters and epistles, and then other letters. And these were in the last video. These are just some, I forget what they're called. I just put them in as, extra writing paper or whatever. So I had all of these alcohol inks, and honestly, I didn't know what to do with them. So I bought 10 of these little cases, and I had my alcohol inks. And then I bought 20 of these brushes. The 10 cases were $10, and then the 10 brushes, or 20 brushes, was $10. So here's the thing. I loaded all of my alcohol inks, but they dry out. I mean, they dry out. So the thing that I would do is just put them in when I wanted to use a little bit. You just put some drops in there, use it with your brush or your sponge, and then just close them off and just leave them. Like, be done with that. I got a little box here. So I just went, and this is one of the transparency pages that I put in my Bible. And I went over it with this alcohol ink because it has stained my stencil like crazy. Now, to clean it, all I got to do is put alcohol in it, but neither here nor there. So it left brush marks because I was just trying to see what it would do. So I got my clean sponge, and then I got my blue, sailboat blue alcohol ink pad. So I'm just going to put a few drops in here. Now, this works great if it's not alcohol ink, because it just doesn't evaporate like crazy. So I'm going to try the sponge, see, and either dab it or rub it or whatever. However I feel the mood. I want to be careful because this stencil's pretty old, and it's bowed in some places. I've used these on like a textured wall art. If you're interested in that, I can make a video. So I'm just going to rub this on, and it goes a long way. So I was messing with something. I was using the plastic as an underneath when I was stenciling on something, and I used sepia color, and honestly it looked exactly like old tape. So if you're interested in that kind of junk journaly thing, and of course if I put this in my Bible it wouldn't fit, so I'm just gonna cut it down if I use it. So just a few drops. Dab it around. Of course, mine isn't even. This is just to show you that you can use alcohol inks. And I did use them on my page edges in my Bible. They look pretty, but they do bleed through. So if you do a design, you will have to put it on the back as well. And I don't know how much these inks are now, but I'm sure that if you got the bottles, it would be much cheaper than just buying the stamp pads. Okay, so I've dabbed this on. Now, I'm going to be done with this, so I'm going to put the lid on it. I'm going to put it in there. I'm going to put this. This was Sailboat Blue. These are all Tim Holtz or Ranger. And then it dries like almost instantly. And this is what I ended up with. Let me get this out of the way. So then I would just cut this down to the size of my Bible. Probably trim the corners because my Bible was rounded. And after I trim this side to the size I want, I'm just going to hold it up like this. And run my glue stick. I use Eileen's, it's like heavy duty. It's like a permanent glue stick. Down the side. And pick where I want it. Say here. And after I get my glue stick on, I'm just going to put it in here where I want it. Holding it upright with my glue. And I'm just going to close it. And leave it for, a couple minutes. It's no big deal. And if your glue stick dries and it's kind of like got some sticky parts, you can just run your finger across it and be done with that. So this was the brush. And, well, this was the spongy pad. And this is how it came out with the brush. I buy packs of these all the time at my thrift store or estate sales. They're pennies. You can get a pack of 100 for like $1 or something. But they make nice dividers. I like them. I also make junk journals. So I put them as like signature covers and the like. So that's where I am. I hope you enjoyed the video and thanks for watching.